What's going on, everybody? I'm Primalliquid and welcome to my guide for Atelier Ryza 3. In this video we are going to be going over the best and ultimate weapon for Carla. Now unfortunately her weapons are all terrible, and yes, I do mean that. They are literally all terrible. The best of them is unfortunately still not very good. It is going to be the Raven Toad, which basically just increases maximum HP and it reduces the skill wait time. This is, yeah, not that good, and unfortunately it's the best one she has available. So let's go ahead and jump into it, shall we? First of all, we are going to drop the Grand Organ in. Of course, make sure this is perfect with all +6 on stats, and of course attack and speed +7. Also, try and have your traits on this as well. We're going with Lone Wolf Spirit, which basically reduces magic resistance by 1, but increases the AP gain from normal attacks. Then we're also going for Mana Heat and Super Cooling. This is just because it's a large amount of damage added, and of course the extra status effects do synergize really well with other characters and items. So we're going to go ahead and drop that in. We are going to drop a Dragon Eye in as well. However, we are not actually going to use the Mark of Aggression. Instead, we're going to press L3 on that, and we're going to replace it. So we're going to link morph it. If you filter with the core ingredients, we are going to go with critical boost here, so enhance critical. The reason for this is we are going to increase her critical hit chance in different ways. So further increasing the critical hit damage is just going to mean she does a lot more damage. Now, sadly, as you can see, there's really not much in terms of what we can do here for effect spreading. So we're going to have to sort of think out the box on this one, because the weapon level is already rather high. What I would suggest doing is having a dark glittering oval. Now, make sure you boost this with a key when you're creating it with add element. As you can see, I do have a free element one here, but I don't have one with the water effect. However, that's going to be fine because it's going to be perfect up here in the top section. So as you can see, with that, we've now just basically mastered everything. We are going to drop another ingot in there just to, you know, finish that up and keep the level low. Now, we have everything bar that Dragon Eye and the effects down here. That's going to be fine. We're going to get them during item rebuilding. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go ahead and just dump all of our spare ingots in, except for one. Why? Because we're going to use a secret key now for another effect. Now, we could use quantity up to get some more all-round stat growth by dumping more organs in there. However, for Carla, we are going to go with increased attack. Now, ideally, if you have a super rare star key, that would be the one you use. I do not, so we're just going to go ahead with one of these. This is going to give us an extra 50 attack on the final weapon, and then we're going to dump the final ingot in. We're going to select the trait, Lone Wolf Spirit, Mana Heat, and Super Cooling. Now, I know we don't have a super trait right now. That is perfectly fine. We're going to do that right now with item rebuilding. So, with item rebuilding, we are going to first unlock the super traits using another Dragon Eye. Then, we already have all of the effects at the top, which is the enhanced critical effects that we just changed over. Now it is time to master the rest of the effects. We're going to use a dark glittering oval here and a dragon egg. The reason we're using the dragon egg is for the ice element. Well, we're not actually going to use that one. We're going to use a lower level one, but you get the meaning. The reason we are using a dragon egg here is just because we actually need a little bit of water material there just to unlock that skill. The dark glittering oval is simply to, okay, well, that should have connected that, but it didn't. So we're going to remove the oval, and then we're going to add a baby wine. The ingot we're not going to add in just yet. This is where we are going to add the dark glittering oval. And there we go. So now we've got the next few skills as well, and that is all of the skills unlocked. Before you go ahead and synthesize, make sure you do one last double check, make sure everything is unlocked, which it is. And now we can add the super trait. So let's take a look at what we have here available. Unfortunately, nothing that good on the Wolf Beast Blade. So let's take a look at our dragon materials. which is unfortunately even worse. Yes, I am really lacking some super traits here. Normally, we would use the Rakshasa super trait. What that does is basically it drastically increases damage, and when I say drastically, I mean it seems to be like 100% damage increase. It is insane. In exchange for lowering your elemental weaknesses to every element. That is the ideal one. We don't have that though, so we're going to use something else. If you plan on manually controlling Carla, use Ultra Skill, because what this will do will give you a 50% increase in damage from your skills. However, I don't plan on using her. I'm just going to let the AI controller to build AP for me. So we are going to use Berserker's Spirit. What Berserker's Spirit does is this will lower our health by 100, but it will also give us an extra 125 attack on the weapon. So now that's in there, we are going to go ahead and synthesize. Once again, the traits we're going to be using is Lone Wolf Spirit, Mana Heat, and Super Cooling. And of course, we now have Berserker's Spirit. So if you take a look at the stats there, we've gone from 210 HP and 246 attack, all the way up to 110 HP and 371 attack. So we're going to go ahead and accept that. So now it is time to reinforce the weapon. So we're going to add 2 more effects to it, and we are also going to just increase the stats a little bit more. For the effects that we are going to be putting on this, you might have seen this from my other videos, but I actually need to duplicate something right there. Where are you, consumables? Where's my energy archer? It's here somewhere. I will find it there, it says. So we're just going to do another energy archer. The reason we want to use this is for Presto. This will deal extra magical damage on attack, so it'll be an extra little bit of damage there. And the damage will also increase based on our AP. Now, our AP is always going to be completely maxed out. So this is basically just a huge damage increase for free. And then we're going to use Warsong XL from the War Powder. The reason for this is this will increase our critical rate. We've just boosted our critical damage through the roof, so now we want to do the same for critical hit rate and just ensure that we are critting as much as possible. With that, it is now time to go for stats. This is going to be an individual choice. You can either go HP, attack, defense, or speed. It is entirely up to you. However, I like using the Dragon Egg simply due to the fact it is a nice all-around increase, and the highest attack increase is only like 10 higher anyway. So we're going to go with this just for a little bit more stats in everything. And then we just have to choose the traits once more: Lone Wolf Spirit, Mana Heat, and Super Cooling. And we are done. So as you can see, the final result will be 120 HP, 433 attack, 67 defense, and 150 speed. We do 4 lots of damage on attack. We do the normal damage, we do fire damage from Mana Heat, we do ice damage from Super Cooling, and of course we do the magic damage from Presto. So that is, well, 4 lots of damage right there that are all being boosted here. So we're going to go ahead and just finish the reinforcement process, and we are done. That is how to create the ultimate weapon for Carla. Unfortunately, we don't really have many good weapons for her. A lot of the base effects are incredibly bad, so we have to make do with basically what we have. But though, everybody, that is going to be it for this video. I do hope you have enjoyed it, and I really hope it has helped. If it has, then please be sure to smash that like button, and of course drop a comment down below. Let me know the first thing you are going to bash on the head with Carla. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I have tons and tons of Ryza free guides coming for you guys that you absolutely will not want to miss. As always though, everybody, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.